Hello, class. Welcome to the final project. As promised, I am including a video with this one because I know that all of you have a lot of questions for the final. So to begin with, this final project, I don't want you to feel like it's so complex or complicated. You will see a little bit of different wording on the description of the project versus the PowerPoint that was put on. So this is not a group project. This is an individual project. So each of you will be submitting a video to the final project page. And I want to repeat that you will be recording yourself, or you can do like what I'm doing right now, where I'm showing the slideshow, and then you can upload that video to the final project assignment page, the project page. But either you can do a presentation of slides by themselves. You can put your picture in the slides if you'd like to, a picture of you or a video of you talking about each slide. Or it could be you, and then you can tell me, oh, I submitted my final project, whether it's Canva, whether it's Google Slides, or whether it's a Microsoft PowerPoint. You can submit those separately, the video verse and separately the project. But all I want from you is just a video of the slides themselves. I will repeat that again just for clarity. All you have to submit for the final project is a video of your voice presenting each slide. That's like the bare minimum that you can turn in without getting a 0. Be aware that if you turn in only the slides, points will be deducted, and that's a lot of points. If you just turn in a video by itself without slides, then that is also a point deduction. So really the easiest way is just to capture the video with your voice and just submit it on the final project page. And please, if you have any questions, it's way easier to contact me on Pronto than it is on email, because email, I check it like maybe twice or 3 times a week. The most twice, really, to be honest. So Pronto is the best way to contact me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the final project. This is the final project for Marketing 113, Principles of Marketing, Santiago County College, and the Business and Career Education Division. So what does this presentation include? What should be included on your slides? So just a little breakdown, it's in the final module, but let me go ahead and just explain these individually. So you will need a cover slide. You will need a table of contents, an introduction slide, an environmental analyst slide, which includes mission statement and list of stakeholders. And we'll go over these. A SWOT slide, and you guys should know about this, what SWOT stands for, but we'll also describe what that is. And then another environmental analysis of the marketing environment, international expansion, and implications of the marketing environment. Finally, you need to include a market objectives, which is the level of involvement that these marketing objectives have in the function of the business, consumer behavior, B2B decision. If it's a B2B decision. Now, you guys know the difference between B2C and B2B, but we'll go into that in a little bit. customer concerns, competitive superiority, implications of the marketing environment. And that's also in the slide before. So if you've already included it in another slide, you do not have to include it in this slide. And then you want to explain the e-marketing strategy, because really a lot of what you do, what you purchase, or what you are interested in is all online. So on the cover slide, what do I expect to see on the cover slide? So I need to have the title. You can put the name of the company. You can make it interesting and make it like a slogan, or like just something funny but appropriate for college courses, professional as well. Course code, our course code is 63185. Our section number is, oh no, I'm sorry. Our course code is, I'm so sorry. Our course code is MKTG 113, which is Marketing 113. Section number is 63185. And your course name is Principles of Marketing. So I want all of that on your cover slide. Include the college name, Santiago Canyon College, where you're taking the course at, even if you're from Santa Ana, or if you're a dual enrollment course student and you're here from a high school. Then at the bottom, I would just like you to include your name. So cover slide again, a title, make it interesting, or just name the company however you want. Course code, section number, and course name below that. Santiago Canyon College, and then your name. And then I have a sample of one in the next slide. So this is just an example. You don't have to do it in this layout, but I would like your title to be bigger than the rest of the font. Again, your title page should have your title as the biggest font, and then the rest can be the lowest at 10 fonts for any of the fonts. All right, moving on. Table of contents. What do you want? What do I want to see on your table of contents? So all you have to do is include what slides you're going to present to me. So when you get to this slide, you're going to be like, today I'm going to talk about a brief history, details of the company, and my introduction slide, environmental analysis of the mission statement and list of stakeholders, SWOT analysis, environmental analysis, which is the marketing environment and international expansion, and then market objectives, level of involvement, consumer behavior. Now B2B and B2C. B2B is business to business. B2C is business to consumer. So companies like Boeing are more likely to be B2B because they are creating airplane parts for aircraft. And then a B2C would be like Target or Walmart or the shop in the mall. And then I want you to include customer concerns, competitive superiority. Like when I say competitive superiority, I want you to include like how competitive are they and where do they rank in that competition or in that industry. Implications of the market environment and e-marketing strategy. Then I want you to include 2 more slides, which is the conclusion. That's a summary of what you found. You're summarizing the whole presentation, and then give me some of your insight or opinions, maybe. Reference slide, anything that you borrowed from any other source, you need to list it on the reference slide, and you can just give me a URL, or you can give me the title of whatever article you looked at. But as long as I can access it and then cross-reference it with what you have on your information, then you're good. Let's go back to the SWOT analysis, which we didn't go through. So SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And this was part of the first section of the course, probably around chapter 3 or unit 3 on Canvas. You will be just listing some strengths, some weaknesses, some opportunities, and some threats. And this has to be realistic, but also on that note, if you are using a hypothetical company or one that you created, you need to put some real world examples in there. For example, if you're doing a clothing line, then you need to compare your SWOT with the SWOT of, let's say, any clothing line that's out there right now. So just be very, you can use your references of the information on Canvas and just look it up and try to compare what you have as that information. If you have any questions on these concepts, please feel free to talk to me. This whole 2 weeks will just be you concentrating on getting this report in. So the presentation portion, I want you to really get into the marketing mix, which is product, price, place, and promotion, right? Tell me about the product. Tell me about how is it priced compared to others? How do they send it out? Do you get it delivered to your house, or do people physically go into the stores or businesses? How do they promote this product? How do they get their target market to go out and buy their product? Like, you can include all of this inside of your presentation. Finally, we'll go over again the conclusion, summary, and overview. Please include, don't just say, I reported on the product, the SWOT analysis, this, and that, and that's it. Give me some insight. What did you find during your research? Did you feel like something was surprising? What would you do different with their marketing style if you're using a company that's out there already? Or if you're creating a company of your own, what would you do different, or what would you do better? Or maybe what would you eliminate? So conclusion is really just bringing everything together and just explaining, like, this is what I thought was great. I would advise, and ... Your reference slide, all I'm asking is for anything you borrow, photos, information, statistics, numbers, anything you borrow online, in a magazine, in a newspaper, on a TV show, please include it on your reference slide. Number those references so that I can go back and look through your information, and then I can cross-reference those sources that you listed. Now, the reason why a reference slide is important is because these are presentations and you're uploading them to Canvas, and it's really important that we give credit where credit is due. If we're borrowing somebody else's words, images, videos, anything like that, we should be able to provide them with credit. And of course, you all know that if you don't provide the references, and let's say these are copyrighted, if that's a word, apologies if that's not. If these images, videos, or information you're including are under copyright or trademarked, there is a chance, there is a really good chance that they could be cited for copyright violation or trademark violation, and that's not good because it could cost a lot of money. So just be aware of that. Um, I will be looking through your presentation, making sure that the information can be found, maybe even on the company website, or if this product is found. Now, if you're using a hypothetical or organization, I just want to make sure that you know that you need to apply the concepts in the course in a real world setting. So let's say I was creating a clothing line named Justy Gonzalez. I need to make sure that I'm applying whatever concepts target segment, or my target market. Why did I choose it? Because I want to sell it maybe in Southern California. I want to sell it online, things like that. I want it to be as close to real world as possible. And of course, I'm here to answer any questions. So, final slide is this questions. If you have any concerns, any comments, please reach out to me. Again, I will repeat that this is a video that you will upload to the final project assignment page. And by the last day of this course at 11:59 p.m. So please reach out to me. I really would like you to contact me through Pronto, but if that's impossible, of course, I will get to your email as soon as I can, and I apologize if there's a delay. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing all of your amazing final projects.